gains this Jivan Mukti. And here, surprisingly, we see the works of sectarian heads who are committed to Pancharatric ideas like Vaikuntha, Goloka being moksha, and reject the Vedic view and the view of Bhagavad Gita and major Puranas like Vishnu Purana. Bhagavad Gita, 5th chapter, 23rd verse. Shaknoti haiva yasodhum praksharira vimokshanat kamakrodhodbhavam vegam sayuktasya sukhi naraha. Ihaiva, in this life itself, it is possible, Shaknoti, sodhum, to be free from the vega, that pressure because of which we tend to do things without giving much thought to it, which is represented by the words kama, krodha, udbhava, vega. This is also one way of looking at freedom, moksha, jivan mukti. One is no longer bound by anything really. And here the key point to recognize is two words in the beginning of the verse, that is iha eva, which talk about mukti, moksha as freedom while alive. And thereby they are forced to comment on this verse in a contrary way. Ramanuja takes this iha eva as an eligibility for Vaikuntha which is achieved after death. And that is a moksha which is talked about. Madhava says iha eva literally means in this life itself, but adds bhakti anubhava. Even Srila Prabhupada walks on the footsteps of Madhava. What is talked about is bhakti to Krishna. And they have to specifically point out bhakti to Krishna, or as Madhava saying bhakti to Narayana, bhakti anubhava, because to dismiss that this Jivan Mukti is gained in this life and by knowledge alone. Oneness with Brahman alone. This is how the main theme of Bhagavad Gita is sidetracked by the sectarian acharyas. And the next verse is a continuation verse which really is an eye-opener for students who are committed to understanding Bhagavad Gita, which provides the contrast with the true meaning of the verse and the sectarian commentaries, which we'll be seeing in the next video. Namaste.